Hey, this is Uncle Budsy. I'm going to do. This is really weird. My ex girlfriend who moved out back in it moved back out the end of December and moved back to Portland. She's coming back here for a week. We plan to, see what happens. And I mean, we dated for 4 years. Lived together on and off for 2 years. A lot of fun. I really like her, and but I'm prepared. She's going to come back. I'll probably be. She'll probably be my girlfriend by this time tomorrow. Uh, I am a. You know, she's my kryptonite. Really. Her name is goes by goes by Yogi. Uh, you know, some people think. Sometimes people think I'm a Star Wars character. Some people think that I'm wise and that I say some brilliant things. But I have had. I think I'm the dumbest, third dumbest motherfucker on this planet. And I mean, and people say, "Well, who's the other two?" I said, well, Joe Biden's. Of course, look what he's doing. But they said, well, who's the dumbest? And I said, well, Donald Trump is because he tells people he's smart. Anybody that tells you that they're smart is not very smart. And I've had people, that grant certificates for training and education, diplomas. And they're saying that I'm pretty smart. I've had a lot of education. I'm a barbecue cook now. Actually, I'm a salesperson for barbecue and I run the cash register, but they're trying to get me out of there. And I like what I'm doing. I like doing this comedy stuff. It's fun. It's kind of stressful. I mean, you think I, what I say. I'm gonna get my script here, and I'm gonna practice what I'm gonna say here. And let's see. Okay. Hey, okay, I'm going to be at the Founders Club. Hey, Founders Club, I'm Uncle Budsy. No, let me start over. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of read it with emphasis. This is my script. Hey, Founders Club, how y'all doing? I'm Uncle Budsy, and no, I am not Walter White. I don't really have an accent. I mean, this accent is all, what you think is an accent is all put on. And so people think I'm slow and give me a little bit more slack. But you know, and I have to. If you have to tell people who you are, you're nobody. Well, I'm Uncle Budsy. I mean, the idea, if and like I say, and tell people if you have to explain your jokes, they're not funny, and they explain like you're like if you have to tell people who you are, you're nobody. Well, I'm Uncle Budsy. I'm nobody. I'm trying to be somebody. Because I mean, why else? I'm doing this comedy stuff. I mean, I'm enjoying myself. Uh, People, who you are, you're nobody. Well, I'm Uncle Budsy. If you have to explain your jokes, they're not funny. But people keep asking me, why are you wanting to do this comedy? Because you're not funny. And I said, well, there's this other white comedian, Pete Davidson, and he got Kim Kardashian. And I'm sure this old, short, bald-headed white guy can get one of the other Kardashian sisters, but not Caitlyn. Because I I moved here from Portland, Oregon, June of last year, and I came here to open up a barbecue restaurant and a cannabis consumption lounge because I'm a medical marijuana patient. Been one now for almost 10 years, but I've been a fan of the plant since I was a teenager back in Texas. And but coming from Portland, what I in Portland, you can identify as whatever you want to identify as. And then I said, if you have to explain your jokes, they're not funny. But let me ask you, how many people here don't know what the term CIS means? Everyone know what that is? If you don't know it, give me a shout out. Oh, okay, because I don't really understand it myself a whole lot, and certainly don't understand the trans, especially the vagina to penis stuff. I mean, how do you do that? I mean, is it maybe a magician could do it, but I can't understand it. So, but the thing about cis is where you're born one way, and now you're still that way, and you want to stay that way. It's like a man still has a penis and a woman has a vagina. Notice I use the medical term because I am Dr. Budsey, and uh, I'm a convicted dental surgeon, and people ask me, said a convicted dental surgeon. I said, well, this is Messiah, because they're going to ask me, because I was charged and convicted of killing my patient while they were under sedation. And, I said, well, you know, I just got out of dentistry, but and had been a stockbroker at the time. And I said, I wouldn't, there was a mutual agreement. I would not go back. I would not practice dentistry for 2 years. The thing they said, I was charged and convicted of killing my patient during sedation, but jokes on them. They didn't charge me with any of the rapes. And it's a good thing that I was not an OB-GYN doctor, because I definitely would have gone to prison if I had been doing that. Because I do like women. Because what I identify as, I'm a cis male lesbian. And I really like women. And that term, when I say that, that angers some of the other lesbians, because I mean, you think this comedy stuff is tough. I'll tell you, try to go into a lesbian bar and convince them some female girlfriend, some lipstick girlfriend of a female truck driver, that you're Sinead O'Connor. You're here in Vegas for just a few days and you're looking for some action. And they said, well, you're not Sinead O'Connor. I said, yes, I am. And they said, well, what about the beard? And I said, well, I will admit I have a little hormonal imbalance, but I am not on the Leah Thomas swim team. I have a hormonal imbalance. My testosterone is high, and it's caused a little facial hair. But you should see what it's done to my clit. And then let's see. Let me go. Let's see. See. And then I did that, but did that. Yeah. Okay, did that. Did that. Okay, you did all that. Okay, so this usually you only have about 5 minutes. So this is probably 10 minutes so far. Whenever 8:17. Now, and I've been back, but tonight my ex girlfriend. I said, I have been back on the dating circuit, and while I was back on the dating circuit, because I'll tell you, my desire is to have a monogamous relationship with a woman or women that want to make me want to be monogamous. But since I was back on the dating circuit, my ex is here in the audience tonight. She's that she goes by BK Yogi, and the K stands for kryptonite, because she is my kryptonite. But I will tell you but this is my ex, and I was out on the dating circuit. And while I was out on the dating circuit, I noticed here in Las Vegas, there's 6 distinctive different types of women that I'm running into. I mean, the first type of woman I'm running into, these are women that want to charge you for a date. And that does, it's whether it's 10 minutes or 10 years, you're going to pay somehow. And and I got on Tinder, and I maybe should have had a different profile name than old, short, bald-headed white guy. I mean, what is it about old, short, bald-headed white guys that women can't get enough of? Oh yeah, money. So, and that's the thing. I went on Tinder and I met a lot of women that wanted to do the hookup this hookup thing, and I thought that would be, and I figured out, and I thought, damn, this sounds like, because you're guaranteed sex on the first date, and I, they wouldn't do that, and I said, fine, let's hook up, and I said, where do we do that? And she said, well, it's going to cost you $250. I said, oh, okay. And I'm thinking I should be getting paid for what I'm going to be able to do, because you know, here's my ex, and I'm already thinking she's. I mean, I'm just planning to have a good time the next week with her. If I go by history, things will not work. I'm not expecting anything, but we have fun with each other. So I need to check this. I think I'll cut this out, and I'm going to do. That's pretty much my bit so far. I'm practicing this, and I'll be at Founders Club at I think it's where is it, Sahara? I think it's Sahara. I'll put it on my Google map, and I'm using maps now to find my way around. I really, what I would like is probably to have a drive. I would like the state, the government, society, because I am an old fart after all, and but like I said, my ideal relationship is a monogamous relationship with two hot cis bisexual females, preferably between the ages of 22 and 37, and and actually, these bisexuals prefer other women to men. I would, I would rather have a woman that that prefers women than men. They just because if I'm not around, I don't want my which I consider my woman. My it. There's an old saying: "It is never your pussy; it was just your time." And that's the thing. No one controls or owns someone else. I want to be with someone that wants to be with me, rather than be by themselves or with someone else. That's what I'd like. And it's not that I need anybody or anything. I want to be with someone that wants to be with me. That's what you don't need. That you don't need that. That's what you want, and you should want what you want. I'm Dr. Budsy, Uncle Budsy. Y'all have a good day, and don't wish me luck, and don't wish me to break my leg. I'm enjoying myself. That's what you should do. Tell people, enjoy yourself in life. Y'all have a good day.